Alrighty, I believe we are recording now. Okay, so this is Silver War 33. I think a good announcement would be that I'm back making videos. This is the first one in a while, and I honestly don't know what to make in RuneScape. So I'm just going to make videos like every so often about movies, and when I find something to make in RuneScape, I will make something in RuneScape. Now, I'm not super creative, so if y'all want me to do something for you, it would be quite nice if you could suggest things that you want me to do. Now, I do stream on Twitch, which is kind of what I've been doing because it requires a lot less editing off of when I PK. I have not PK'd in a while. So, what I'm trying to say is I watched Taken 3, and I was trying to comment on what I thought of it. Taken 1 and Taken 2 were excellent. I was not expecting shit from Taken 3. They're like, oh, your wife died, oh, yeah, in the trailer, and I was like, yeah, I don't know. Because it's called Taken, like, nobody's being kidnapped. And the whole point is to say, like, somebody's being kidnapped. Like, if they were to say, the president's been kidnapped, and they think it's us, you know, then I would be like, okay, yeah, that's something. You know, something that adds some twist to it, but it was basically about somebody being killed and somebody being blamed for it. Now, granted, that is a good freaking scenario, but the movie is fucking called Taken. And, you know, I cannot find Steven Spielberg Taken because of this fucking movie. Because of this fucking 3 movies. You know the Steven Spielberg movie that was played on the Sci-Fi Channel a long ass time ago? It's fucking great. It's beautiful. Like, these people, the aliens come to Earth, they mate with the humans, and governments after the humans that are aliens too. And, you know, that's a fucking brilliant TV series. So I really despise, like, the movies Taken. But I love the action and the plot and all that. And another thing that was a problem was they weren't, like, in some other place. They were, like, at home. Like, so yeah, we're at home, right? Yeah. Yeah, we're just hanging out, and it's fine. I don't really give a shit about that, but it's still, like, a twist that they should have added to it. Like, we're in this, freaking, underground place. I don't know where I am, and, you know, add something to it, like, you don't know where you are. And, yeah, but, anyway, much of the point is, like, okay, another thing is, like, it was because this guy owed this other dude money. Like, he killed his wife, which was the Taken dude's, the star of the show. It was his ex-wife. So, he kills his wife, which is the dude's ex-wife, which, well, I mean, the other dude's ex-wife, that he's still screwing. And, yeah, so, he did it for the insurance money, right, to pay his guy back. And then, like, so, he makes the dude that was the ex-husband, he makes him think it's the Russians, the dude that he owes money to. And so, at the same time, he has an insurance policy on the Russians that he owes money to, so he kills his ex-wife. Like, yeah, right, okay, so he gets money to pay him back. But instead of paying him back, which would make sense, because the wife is fucking dead. I mean, it would make sense to pay the dude back. He sends the dude to go kill him, and he risked everything like for that. And I mean, secondly, while the dude probably would not have let his ex-wife be fucking killed and nothing happened, he was blamed for it, and somebody was sent to he was sent to go kill the Russians. He could have disguised a little bit better. Like, I don't know how to explain. Like, he wasn't very smart. He knew how to be sneaky because the dude that was the dude that was doing stuff, like, he knew his wife's ex-husband freaking trusted him. So he could have done a lot sneakier shit. Like, I don't know, like, you know, he killed the ex-wife, right? He should have killed the guy that knew what the fuck he was doing. And then killed his ex-wife. Like, really. Because he knew that he was no dumbass. Like, he knew he would go and kill whoever, or try to get whoever freaking, like, you know, kill the person. Like, he should have killed both of them at the same time and blamed it on the dude he owed money to, or made it look like suicide. I have no fucking clue. But my issue is, it's like, freaking, whatchamacallit, whole thing was, like, a side plot to it was his, like, the good guy that was blamed for everything. He said, pretty much at the almost end of the movie, like, you're not gonna kill, you killed my wife, you're not gonna kill my daughter. He was not around his daughter for the entire fucking movie. Like, the dude had so many fucking chances. But he would, can't you see that? But on the other hand, is the dude that, whatchamacallit, I don't know how to explain it. Like, his daughter was not protected. And freaking, he didn't do anything to protect her at the start of the show. But, I was like, it's like, there is so many loopholes with this show. I'm kind of thinking as I go, because I'm not really planning ahead when I talk. But, like, it was poorly planned. It was a good, it was a good plot, don't get me wrong. But it was poorly planned. The people did not think about what was happening. I honestly did not give no fuck. I was not really paying attention. I was on Facebook and on YouTube at the same time while watching the movie through monitors on my computer, but I could still understand what was going on because I was watching it with, and I was watching other videos on YouTube with the sound off. I understood what was happening. I would look at both, you know, it's like, you know how a picture is, like, not a video is, like, you get so many pictures and add them together, it makes a video. So that's pretty much what I was doing. And then when I was talking to people, I was rewinding so I could get what happened. And basically, yeah, it was, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say it wasn't a bad movie. It was a fucking good movie. It was a fucking great movie. It was not the best. Taken 2 was the best. Taken was, I'd say Taken was the best because it was the first of its kind. Like, it was the first movie. So, I mean, like, you know, it was like, the first Taken. It was the first one out that was like it. Where, like, somebody is taken. And the second one had better action, better plots. But the first one was a surprise. So that's the difference between the two. They were both really good. The second one had better plot, better action. But number 1 was a surprise. So, I mean, number 3 was like, this is not the plot it's supposed to be. This is not the fucking... It's not supposed to be about fucking murder that somebody was framed for. And, you know, they should not have made a third movie at all. They should have made some other fucking movie, because, like, the problem with Hollywood is they try to drag things out to make money. Because, like, it was good before, people think it's good again. No, it's not. They do the same thing with anime. Like, you know, you're making money, you're gonna make it better. What they should do is, I don't know, like, they should, add a new twist. Like, I don't know. I'm thinking like a new movie. Like, you know, be original. I'm not fucking original. That's why I'm making this video. But I'm pretty sure there are some smart, original people. Fucking, shit. But, like, what I'm saying is like, you can't make a third one. Like, it makes no sense. They twisted it up into a murder and a guy that knows how to jump and fight and run and fight. And they made it an action thriller. Now, because, like, there's the trailer and all that, yeah, it was good. But I didn't like it. I mean, like, I didn't like the plot. Like, there was no good part about the movie that made it unique, is what I'm trying to say. Now, getting back into the movie, basically it starts out, this guy owes this Russian mob boss some money. He does not have it. So, well, okay, he like, says that, you don't need to know anything except for the key to the safe. So he opens the safe, there's nothing in there. Basically he doesn't have the money. And then they go into the scene where, like, this guy's telling his friend to not sleep with his wife. And he's telling the star of the show, which is his friend, the dude from Taken 2 and Taken 1, not to sleep with his wife. Because, like, it's his wife and that dude's ex-wife. So, yeah, I would say don't sleep with her, but that's not the part of the movie that is the part of the movie. But after that, like, he uses that opportunity, which we don't know at the time, to text his wife to say meet the owner of the phone, which is not his, it's his friend, which is his ex-husband, his wife's ex-husband, and hard to explain this, but I'm sorry, I don't memorize the names of people. So basically, to meet her there, and then he erased the text, which you don't see that. But so he goes over to his house, and like she's murdered, and like he's feeling her pulse and shit, and like the cops come in with guns and shit, and like it's fucking crazy. Like, I'm like, oh my god, and like that was good. And then like he does his little moves and like tries to escape, and then like he can't escape. Like, and then all of a sudden he goes under a car in some random person's house, and then he fucking disappears under like something that he made to anticipate something like this. And I'm thinking, you're gonna storm into somebody else's house after you built something in there ahead of time. Like, that doesn't make sense. So the police and all that, like, can't find him. The chief, the investigator, he tries to figure out what's going on, man. And like, he's like, nobody just disappears. This guy's very smart throughout the movie. And like, he finds out that like he went through like the sewer, and stuff like that through the hole under the car. It wasn't a hole, like you have to take out the brick and move it. Anyway, so he disappears, he calls his, I'm talking about the start of the show, Taken 2, Taken 1. He calls his daughter, says, your mom's been killed. They made it look like it's me. It's not. And don't trust anybody. So a little side plot is his daughter is pregnant. So, I mean, like, she's with his boyfriend, her boyfriend throughout the movie. But I think that's actually beautiful because of how they ended the movie. Okay, so like they go through all this ninja shit where like he's like a ghost and like they're saying, oh my god, he's fucking awesome, and like he's busting out moves on the highway and shit, and he's escaping from the police, and he's getting cornered by the police, then he's blowing himself up, and then he's calling the chief of police, and it's like, now you understand what I am capable of, correct? And like he's like, well, I'm beginning to. Anyway, so goes to a place where he's chasing one dude. Oh, hold on. He goes to freaking he did get arrested, but like okay, like I'm actually gonna skip that part with the cameras because it's not important. I mean, like screen turned off. Okay. Okay. Like he did something with the cameras where he saw her being kidnapped, but I mean that's like, I'm like, what part is that in the movie? Like it's not even like relevant. But that's how the chief caught on. More to the point is, I'm not gonna say what that is. Okay, so it goes to the point where the dude's on the road, right? The good guy. And freaking like, okay, so pretty much like he's on the road, you don't know it, but he's trying to follow this one dude. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, the fucking Russians come and they boom his car and he blows up. Yes, he's a fucking ninja, he survived. So the Russians go, they go to their homeboy because they were actually following him. And so like, yeah, he's alive. He beats the crap out of them in a store, and then he's like, then he goes like to that guy that basically started with. The guy that's like, please don't sleep with my wife. So he's beating the crap out of him. He's like, what do you want? What do you want? He's like, I need information. What do you know? He's like, I know nothing. And he's like, if you know nothing, you would not be alive. You would not be here. So, yes, he knows plenty. And basically, he's like dumping like gasoline down his fucking throat and shit. And he's like making him like drink gasoline and shit. And like it's a fucking brilliant torture method. I mean, like it doesn't hurt the person per se. Like it's bad for him, obviously, but in general, it's like fucking. You know how gasoline fucking tastes? I mean, fuck. It fucking is horrible. So, basically, guy tells him, this Russian dude, the boss, I owe money to him. And he's basically like, yeah, he said, I told him, if you killed me, my friend, you, would go and murder his ass. And he's like, oh, how good of you. And so he's like going, basically his daughter's in the security room, and I'm like, why is she in the security room? Like, doesn't this guy want to kill her? And so that's something that didn't fit the story. But I mean, she's like watching the cameras, like, you know, like with the guard that works for the bad guy. I'm like, and like, okay, the chief is on the phone with him, right? He's like, I need you over here, I need you over here, I need you over here. And he's saying stuff about like, this guy is really bad. He's like super powerful and shit. He knows a lot of shit and all that. like the security guard's hearing this, right? And his daughter's hearing this, and he's hearing this, and they're looking at each other, and he's looking, the dude that's working with the chief, he's looking right at the guy he's talking to. I'm like, that's so fucking awkward. Like, really? This is not suspicious. You're talking to the fucking chief. Okay. So, they ignore that fact, and they're fucking, whatchamacallit, like, he sends the guy up, the guy that owes the guy money, because, like, the whole point was, is they contacted him beforehand and said, like, yeah, I have the money, shit like that, and whatever. So, guy's going up, and somehow the star of the show, he's, like, dodging the cameras when, yeah, how would you dodge the cameras? But, then I don't know, like, I don't know how it happened, like, they saw him on the camera, they only saw one guy on the camera, but there was two guys in the elevator. I wasn't paying attention for that part. I'm sorry, but I did not get my phone. It was so fucking dumb after the guy called him, and the police was on the phone. I was just like, oh, fuck this shit. Oh, it was so fucking dumb. Like, but anyway, I did not get my phone. So, basically, and please quote me if I'm wrong, give me some comments or whatever, because I did not pay attention to this movie fully, and it's probably how I'm going to comment on the other movies that are pretty dumb too. But, okay, so he's going up, and like, it's supposed to, like, he fights his way through the guards, right, and the guards are like having like semi-automatic submachine guns, meaning that they can maneuver really fast, because they're not assault rifles. And it's fucking a hallway. So, there's also a guy with a shotgun, right? And like, I don't know how many fucking times, like fucking 20 fucking times, the bad guys aimed the guns straight at the fucking star of the show. And waited to fire until he put the other dude in the way or dodged the thing. It was lame. And like, freaking, I don't know how to say it, like, the fights were lame until they went to, the boss man. Like, he took out the guards, now it's time to fight the boss, you know. Bring on General Grodor. It's a boss in a game that I played. But, freaking, this guy, it wasn't a fight. The guy was just being a crap out of him. And then, because, like, I don't know, but the thing I saw that was gay, not gay, but, like, retarded, is, like, freaking, the guy was being the crap out of him, and he was in his underwear. He was in a fucking business. Like, he's fucking in, like, his office, and he's in his underwear. I'm like, does it make any sense? And, like, there's no girls around, so he's not doing no secretary or whatever. He's just going to work in his underwear. Yep, leaving his house in his underwear, in the car in his underwear, going in the office. Hello, I'm checking in his underwear, going up the elevator in his underwear, going past the guards, sup, in his underwear. I'm like, he didn't do this in the movie. I'm just saying it's so retarded having him in his underwear at his office. It's retarded. But, so he's fighting the star of the show in his fucking underwear. I do not want to memorize people's names, because I'm just going to say who the fuck they are, their roles, okay? I'm like, this movie was not worth it. Fucking Taken 1, Taken 2, I've seen them a long time ago. I don't remember the names. But, so, being a crap bad guy, no fights. Fucking had so many times to shoot him. And then dude is like, I'm tired of getting beat up. Punches the crap out of him 2 times. Goes back and forth, yeah. Punches him on the ground, he's like, you killed my wife, I ain't gonna let you kill my daughter. So, basically, guy says, we've been fucked by the same guy. Bet you didn't see that coming. Yeah, dude was working against you. And, yeah, back in the security room, the guy takes his daughter and fucking leaves. And it goes to a scene where like police are there looking for both of them actually, the mob boss and the fucking. Actually, they're trying to figure out what's happening because that's how police work. But they're looking for mainly the star of the show still, which is retarded, and they still haven't figured this shit out. But like. He escapes in the boss car, the boss of the place, because they're in like some kind of building. The boss of the place's car, right? And like he just drives out of there because all the policemen are like on foot. The police car is right outside. Well, actually right there because they're in the parking lot. But so he just pretty much walks out. I mean, like they're supposed to shoot his fucking tires. But he drives out, but yeah. But so he goes to the airport where they were already in a plane, and fucking he drives over the front wheel of the plane and just busts it up. I like that. And like he shoots the guy in the pretty much the lower chest, like pretty much in the belly. Like he the bad guy, he used his daughter as like fucking hostage, but she hit him when he wasn't paying attention, and the guy shot him, like, and then he was like trying to kill him, but like I was like, you hear that? You hear that? That's the police. You can't kill me. And he was being all smart about it, and like that's the shit I didn't like, is they didn't kill the bad guy. And actually that's not the shit I didn't like. The shit I didn't like is the bad guy wins because they're gonna take him to court and he's gonna get all of his contacts to fucking like bail him out or some shit. I don't know how it works, but that's basically what they were discussing. Like he has like a whole bunch of contacts and shit. And he was basically saying, I'll be ready. And they leave, and like they're in a sunset, and like fucking her daughter is like saying, you know what, the baby, if it's a girl, I want to name it after mom. And that saved the show. That saved the fucking show. I mean, that did, because the mom was killed, and that saved the fucking show. I mean, that made it worth it. Like, happy ending. Bad guy's gonna be back. They're gonna make a 4th movie, and I'm going to be like, fuck the 4th movie. But that's how it is. And okay, I was about to say that. Anyway, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I don't know. That's all I have to say. I mean, that saved the fucking movie. That made it worth it. Fucking name your daughter after your dead mom. That fucking made it worth it, man. But that's all I have to say about the movie. Guys, tell me what you think and stuff. All right. Peace.